Senator Nash.
Thank you, Madam Acting Deputy Speaker. Madam Acting Deputy Speaker, in the spirit of festivity, as we come to the conclusion of another parliamentary year, I welcome two forthcoming events this December. The first is on the 18th of December, when the fabled Star Wars franchise obtains a reboot through new eyes, and of course a week later we get to spend time with our loved ones, relatives and in-laws at Christmas. Why Star Wars? Well, there is an immense amount of optimism in respect to the arrival of The Force Awakens, underlying the impact the famed original trilogy has had, transforming the way we make, market and enjoy film. The original cast are returning, the beloved Millennium Falcon has snuck into the previews, and early sales of tickets here in Australia point to unprecedented demand. According to Event Cinemas, in late October, Star Wars The Force Awakens' first-day pre-sales in Australia totalled 30,000 in just 4 hours. To put that in perspective, that's 4 times as many as the first day of pre-sales for The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in the same period. I can remember being amazed at seeing Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill light up the screens in George Lucas' magnificent space opera in 1977, and I do point out, Senator Smith, that I was 12 and I thought Mark Hamill was actually quite handy. C-3PO and R2-D2 started us on a journey that traversed hyperspace. The movie transcended a generation where I remember my 2 boys, Will and Henry, at a very young age being transfixed by their remote-controlled Darth Vader. A recent irony that dawned on me was that there are a whole range of topics that are touched on that are both central to the galaxy far, far away and to our own world, even in this chamber. We see backroom deals, executive authority, citizen engagement, defence legislation and other political topics. In fact, it is amazing how links from this mythical universe transverse the modern political lexicon. Locally in Australia, more than 70,000 people, or 0.37%, declared themselves members of the Jedi Order in the 2001 census. The Australian Bureau of Statistics issued an official press release in response to media interest on the subject. Debate aside on the intentions of those that declared themselves as Jedi, of interest is that this is one of the first examples of a concept going viral on the internet in Australia. There isn't a more obvious example of Lucas's franchise shaping than the originally derisive nickname given to President Reagan's missile defence program, Star Wars. Even the current Obama administration hasn't been without its Star Wars moments either. In early 2013, the Obama administration responded to a White House petition Senator back calling on the President to secure resources and funding and begin construction of a Death Star by his last year in office. Unfortunately for many Star Wars fans who signed the petition, this was not deemed a priority in Obama's final term. The memorable response from the White House read, and I quote, "The administration does not support blowing up planets. Why would we spend countless taxpayer dollars on a Death Star with a fundamental flaw that can be exploited by a one-man starship?" Puns aside, one of the subliminal messages in the movies is clear. Democracy cannot exist without an active and engaged citizenry. Becoming involved in politics and being engaged in debate is the core of what drives the best in Australia's political system. I hope everyone enjoys the return of the fabled classic, when John Williams' magnificent score opens to the famous Star Wars scroll. I'm sure old fans and new alike will be ready to join the battle between the good and dark sides of the Force. On a more serious note, the Christmas season is a time to reflect on a year gone by and give thanks to the opportunities the year has presented, to learn from the challenges and to thank people who have helped make the year so dynamic. In this respect, Mr Acting Deputy President, I would like to sincerely thank all the people you don't visibly see every day, yet are the heartbeat of this chamber. They include all Senate staff, catering, cleaning and security. Your work here is truly appreciated, and it is always nice to have friendly faces going about their work on a busy sitting day. Many of us here will have the fortune to go home to loved ones this Christmas period and have great merriment, watching children and grandchildren enjoy the essence of Christmas. My thoughts are also with those who are not so fortunate and to those who, for whatever reason, are having a difficult time this year. I would like to close by wishing all senators a merry and safe Christmas, and as the Minister responsible for food policy, of course sensibly, enjoy the turkey, seafood and pudding and whatever other delights are offered. I would like to finish with a passage from Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol, which I think beautifully captures the message of Christmas. But I am sure I have always thought of Christmas time, when it has come round, apart from the veneration due to its sacred name and origin, if anything belonging to it can be apart from that as a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time. The only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem by one consent to open their shut-up hearts freely and to think of people below them as if they really were fellow passengers to the grave and not another race of creatures bound on other journeys.